My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full UFC fight cards. We give you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. And we're also giving away $50. Anybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets, signs up with one of our 5 betting partners, and makes a deposit, will get $50 from us. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, however you want it. And this is brought to you by EarnU.io. EarnU.io is the world's first sports and esports prediction game, allowing you to earn crypto risk-free. Check it out now at EarnU.io. Next up, at UFC Vegas 55, we have Parker Porter taking on Jailton Almeida. Parker Porter, 13-6 overall, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off his 3rd UFC win. He's taking on Jailton Almeida, 15-2 overall, 5-0 in his last 5, with all of his wins being stoppages. Listen, Parker Porter is a personal friend of mine. I've known him we're going on like 17 years or something. I've known him very, very well. We have literally traveled the world together. We went to Turkey together for the XFC. I know him very well. So
I think that's called a partner.
There's probably bias in this breakdown. But you morons in the comment section in my quick picks
video. Listen up, morons. Hey, we're talking to you, morons. Jester.
So I did my quick picks video, and people are commenting, what a break. Oh, Parker, you owe us. Be honest. You owe us. First of all, Parker is my friend in real life. I owe him. I don't owe anybody else anything. So I'm going to do this breakdown. I'm going to try to not be biased, but the reality is it's hard to put that stuff aside. The guy's my friend. But Parker Porter, he has a nice 3-fight win streak going on in the UFC. He's had a solid run. He's got 3 wins in a row. He literally set the significant strike record for heavyweight and then broke his own record. He debuted on short notice out of camp. He was a few weeks into just having his 3rd kid, literally roll off the couch and fought Chris Daukaus. So that was not a good look, obviously, but you get the call, you take the fight. It's just that simple. Since then, I mentioned he's got 3.
Still waiting for my call.
Okay. Yeah, well, your phone might be on silent. Since then, 3 solid wins in a row. He sets a really tough pace. He has incredible striking volume. He lands more than 7 significant strikes per minute. That is a ridiculous number. Watch our breakdowns. That is a ridiculous number, regardless of weight class, especially for a guy that goes to a decision. Parker's got fantastic footwork, solid power, underrated wrestling, and he took down Alan Badeau in that last fight 2 different times, and he had 6.5 minutes of control time. Jailton Almeida is the real deal. He's a great prospect. He's got powerful hands, incredible grappling. All of his wins are by stoppage, and that's because of his nonstop just forward pressure. He comes in hot. He relentlessly works for those takedowns, and once he's on the ground, he will chase submissions. He'll hit you in those transitions, but he can get a little too excited, a little overzealous, take risks he shouldn't, and he'll end up getting swept or being put into positions that he should not be in. And this is a weird fight. I still don't know why Jailton Almeida is fighting at heavyweight. A couple of you mentioned he was supposed to fight at light heavyweight. Then his opponent dropped and Parker stepping up on short notice. But this has been booked for a while. This is not, it may be technically short notice, but this has been booked for over a month. This isn't like just happened this week. So I don't know.
205?
I guess not. But so Jailton Almeida is coming up to heavyweight. And here's the thing. The reality is Parker Porter is not the biggest heavyweight in the division. So it's probably a safe, if you're going to fight a heavyweight physically, it's probably a safe bet, right? He's not the biggest guy in the division. But that is what helps him. That's why he fights well, because he's got solid footwork. He's got really good speed. But again, he's not physically massive, but what is massive is freaking hips, his legs. He has very good takedown defense. He is a hard guy to get to the ground. And Jailton Almeida, again, I'm stupid biased in this fight, but Jailton Almeida is going to come charging forward, throw crazy, and then look for takedowns. And I think he's going to struggle with those takedowns. Parker Porter, we've seen that he's tough. We've seen he's got crazy volume. I know for a fact he's hard to take down. I think Parker Porter can pull this off. I like Parker Porter to win the fight. He's my friend. I am going to put money where my mouth is. Literally, as you were talking during the last fight, I bet the over on the round line. It's 1.5. I'm betting the over on that. And I'm going to put a little money line on Parker Porter. These odds are stupid. Plus 450. He is a heavyweight on a 3-fight win streak, fighting a guy with one single fight in the UFC, and it was a win over a guy who's been cut. Like, let's be real. The odds are a little ridiculous. Jacob, be respectful. I'll smack you in the mouth. What's your break?
Yeah, I was going to say, let me preface this by saying I am not Parker Porter's friend, so what I say is going to be the truth in this fight. But, there's part of me that sees what you're talking about, because Almeida is a guy, a light heavyweight guy that shoots blast doubles and picks people up and slams them down, and everything is just so explosive and strong, and he's stronger than everyone he fights, and obviously he's going to be stronger than Parker Porter. But from my experience, trying to blast double someone at 205 pounds is a lot different than trying to a 250 guy. Right? I mean, that's a 45-pound difference. That's a plate. That's an iron plate. And I lift 3 of those on each side when I bench. I know how heavy they are. So there's a big difference, shooting takedowns on light heavyweights compared to heavyweights. With that said, I'm going to say something real stupid here, but this fight is going to go exactly how we think it's going to go, with Almeida getting a takedown and just beating in the brains of Parker Porter, which everyone thinks is going to happen. Or this is going to be a real oh shit moment for Almeida, because he's going to struggle with the takedowns. Everything is going to be, he's going to try to get those takedowns. It's going to be explosive. He's going to put everything he has into getting those takedowns early. And if all of a sudden Parker is stuffing those takedowns, this guy is a first round, second round guy. I think he's only been in the third round once in his career with a decision. If this starts getting into the second round, and those takedowns and that muscle, or the blood starts filling up with, those muscles start filling up with blood, this guy, we've never seen what happens when he gets late in the second round, third round against real top-level competition in the UFC. So with that said, my pick is going to be Almeida. I think he gets done what he thinks he should be able to get done. But if Parker Porter survives the first, all of a sudden we're getting middle of the second round, and Parker Porter is still there, and those takedowns are harder and harder to get, and this guy is starting to breathe heavy. I'm not saying Parker Porter can win the fight, because maybe he's got the first 2 rounds already banked, and I don't think Parker Porter's going to finish this guy. But this could be an interesting situation for Almeida, and it could be a great thing, a good learning experience for him to get that tough level competition. But my pick is Almeida. But I agree with you. These odds are a little bit crazy. I understand. But if this starts seeing second, third round, see what happens.
And James D in the comment section said, "What's the weight of these two?" So I would estimate Parker will be 250s, 260, something like that, mid 250s, 260. Jailton Almeida is probably going to be 220, 230, something to that effect. But again, Parker's built very different. He's got massive legs. He kicks like an animal. If you watch the interview,
he is the Norma Dumont of the heavyweight division. I mean,
he's got some junk in the trunk.
Up. That thing's caked up, cherry on top, got the whipped cream.
Well, he's got
banana
junk in the
split
trunk.
Me, Parker. Banana split me, Parker.
Okay, settle down. That Chris Daukaus fight, he landed one single leg kick. Chris Daukaus' leg was a mess, completely red. And if you watch the end of the fight, they're talking to each other. I did an interview with Parker. Him and I were hanging out, and we've recorded it. He mentioned that Chris Daukaus was like. I forget exactly what the words were. It was something about how Parker just blasted his leg. So either way, I'm biased. Jacob's not. You guys do what you want, but I am going to put my money where my mouth is. He's my friend, and what kind of friend would I be if I came on here spewing the nonsense? Like, that's what I didn't understand about the comments.
You should have made him your lock if you. Because me and Amanda Hebos
I don't have.
are good
no
friends.
Gimmicks. No gimmicks. But that's what I didn't understand about the comment section. Angelo, okay. You filmed.
I'll be honest with you. If you were fighting Almeida, I would pick the fuck out of Almeida. I know we're friends, Angelo, but there is no way in hell I'm picking you versus that guy. So friendship, friendship only goes a little so far. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, anyway, $6,800 in DraftKings. I'll give it a go. I'm a ride or die. I mentioned I'm going to put a money line bet. Are you going to do $9,400 for Jailton Almeida? Most expensive guy in the card?
Hey, Parker, I love you, man. You seem like a great guy. We love that video that you sent for Angelo about people not paying their bets. That was incredible. But, yeah, I'm putting Almeida in my lineup.
All right, whatever. 38 to 59. I got to go the more. Parker Porter literally has the first and second all-time significant strike record in the UFC at heavyweight. Spot 1 and spot 2. So I got to go over 38 strikes. I have to. And then 59 for Jailton. That's a very high number. I'm surprised. But I'm going to do the more. I think this goes a little bit. I think it goes a little bit.
God bless you, man.
Anyway, if you guys want to put some money, you want to bet against me, go for it. WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners, make a deposit, and we send you $50 as a thank you.